Okay, my name is Tim Barr. I'm the tournament director for the U.S. Women's National Championship this year, the USWDGC, being held in Johnson City, Tennessee. We are very excited about this event, and we're going to do a little hand cam filming of a couple of my favorite ladies playing Harmon Hills. We are here at Harmon Hills. This is hole 18, and the course is in good shape, but by the time the tournament rolls around, this course will look amazing. So we hope that this will help you ladies as far as just giving you a little bit of insight as to what the holes look like, what kind of shots you need to throw as far as disc selection and stuff like that. We're going to have a ball out here today. We're playing with my wife, Donna Barr, who plays for Team Latitude, and we're also playing with Jennifer McGibbon, who plays for Team Prodigy. And they're great friends, and we're just going to have a good time today. And for those of you watching this film in the future, after the tournament's over, it's still a lot of good information about the course, about each hole. So we hope you enjoy it. We want to thank Josh Baysinger from Baysinger's Disc Golf channel. Look him up on YouTube, subscribe, and keep up with his videos. He does a great job filming, and he's really a great benefit to the Eastern Tennessee area as far as showcasing our courses, showcasing our players. And we really appreciate Josh coming out tonight and helping us out with this. Look for this video on the official website, USWDGC.net. Under the courses tab. It will be posted hopefully within the next week or so, which today is July 25th. So we hope to have this up by the 1st of August, when we'll also be releasing the official tournament schedule and format. So hope you enjoy it. We're going to have a great time here tonight, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, these are our two players tonight, my lovely wife Donna and our best friend Jen. Donna Barr and Jen McGibbon. Donna plays for Latitude, Jen plays for Prodigy. And they're going to be our test monkeys tonight. We're going to throw some shots out here and give you guys a better idea of what Harmon Hills is all about. So we'll let them take it from here.
Woohoo!
So this is hole 10. Hole 10 is a very long hole. T-sign says 598. I would say it plays a little longer than that. Your initial shot needs to come off the tee through the right side gap out into the field. From there, the approaches are of the steep left to right variety, unless you want to go through the trees down the center. Threes on this hole are very difficult, even for pro men. Fours are a great score. 5 is par. So what you want to try to do here is, play to get the 4, be happy with the 5, and try to avoid the 6.
Man. You.
Donna's drive had good distance, flew straighter than she might have liked, but still good distance off the tee here is a major thing to try for.
Oh.
Jen kept hers out to the right just a little farther, but also good distance. Being out to the right on this hole is really not that big of a hindrance. No matter where you're at on the hole, you're going to have to throw, as I said before, a steep left to right shot, be it a sidearm or a backhand or even a backhand roller, which I personally prefer throwing second shots on this hole. But you'll have a better idea when you see where they're standing. Shots that lined up on the top of the hill have a little bit easier approach, but they still demand, a really good right-hand sidearm or a lefty hyzer to get close to the basket. Both ladies' drives stayed a little further out to the right than they would have liked, making the approach a little more difficult, but for those of you with a solid backhand roller, that's the shot I would recommend. It tends to run through those trees up the hill and to the basket and give you a look at 3. Jen may be trying the roller approach based on the angles that she's holding her disc at. When I throw the backhand roller here, I try to get it landing on the downslope for a smooth transition and a little bit extra juice so that it can get up through the trees and get to the basket. That didn't turn over quite as quick as she wanted. She'll be out to the left in the open field with a 70 to 80 15-foot approach, unless it kept rolling and didn't come back. It looked like it was fixing to come back to the right. But it's always cool to throw a funsy roller, right, Jen? Donna chose the direct route for her second shot, which leaves her with this wooded approach. Just a little wide. The approaches do get easier as you get closer. Good putt. Jen had a nice birdie 4. Donna got a par 5. Hole 11 is roughly 270, 275. Over a hill to a downslope. You can see the flag on top of the basket. Deuces here are difficult, but they are there if you throw a good, long, controlled turnover. Jen left that in a difficult position. Anything to the left of that island of trees makes for a very difficult approach, almost zero chance for a 2. The good shot needs to be wider and turning. That's looking good. Oh, cut through those trees. Oh my goodness, that went right over top of the basket. What a shot. That should give her a great look at a deuce. Yeah, that's 15 foot. So you can see from that angle, it's a tough approach if you end up left of the island of trees. Good putt, nice 3. Jen gets the up and down for the easy 3. Donna lining up her tap in birdie here. Very nice. I know when I play hole 11 and come away with a tap-in birdie, I've got a rather large grin on my face.
Way to not miss that.
Donna taking advantage of the good drive, getting a nice birdie 2. Hole 12 is a par 4 dogleg to the right. Shots need to enter the wood line anywhere in those 2 gaps that you can see. In order to have a clean approach to the basket, you don't want to go too far in. If you get back to the second tree line in the back there, then you've gone farther past the fairway, and hyzer approaches turn into impossible shots. So the best shots usually go right at the tree. This looks like it's in the center. 15-20 foot past it gives you a nice clean hyzer approach over the sinkhole and into the beautiful green. Donna's spot right there.
Donna's Landing. It's a nice neighborhood.
It's a great place to be. Gives you a fairly clean look at the basket.
That's a great shot.
Had to be in the shade.
Lovely hyzer approach from there. Donna's approach will probably be fairly straight with possibly just a touch of turnover in the middle. Jen should have a clean hyzer approach with a mid-range from there. Donna's drive, although it was good, left her just a little short of the prime landing zone. She still has options. She can go either side around the big tree that comes up out of the sinkhole. Oh, and she pulls it off nicely.
Yes, ma'am.
All the way up to the basket. She'll have about a 20, 25-foot putt for a 3, which is a great score on this hole. The key to this hole is to get just up inside the tree line like Jen did. She has probably a little bit better approach. She might have a little bit of a tree in her way there, but as a general rule, anything that gets up into the tree line will give you a little bit easier approach. By no means simple. This is still a difficult par 4, and 3s are a great score.
Oh, turned it. Simple hyzer.
It was actually a flat shot, but well, that was a well-thrown sidearm approach.
Great shot, Donna.
Thank you.
Setting up for an easy par. Great 3. That is a great 3 on this hole. This is a beautiful green right here. One of my favorite places on the course.
Great
And
three.
lining up her tap-in par. And moving on to hole 13. Hole 13 is probably one of the most intimidating tee shots on the course. The good drive is a solid 270-foot hyzer that gets out of that 10-foot gap, continues its hyzer into the landing area. Shots that go straight tend to hit the island of trees in the back. If you hit either of the gap trees, you're not going to get a 4. So picking your disc wisely is a major consideration on this tee. Oh, that's a great shot.
Gorgeous.
This hole is basically almost a U shape. It continues to turn to the left and goes up the hill. Both made the gap early, no problem. Both will have still difficult approaches to get a 3. Par is 4, and a 4 is a great score. 5s will be your score if you hit one of the early gap trees and get a kick either to the left or the right. But basically off the tee, you just want to keep it in the center. If you can hit that gap with a slow hyzer, it will give yourself a great opportunity for an easy 4. And if it goes far enough, you can get the 3. Jen's shot hit the island. She's looking for a clean approach up into the alley for a long putt for a 3.
Oh.
Still should be a fairly workable up and down from there. Donna's drive caught a little bit of cabbage late, which kept her to the left of the landing zone, which was forcing her to throw possibly up through the trees in the attempt to get the 3. The safe play from where she's at is to just toss out into the open to the right and play it for a 4, which looks like she's going to try for a little bit of a hyzer approach.
Beautiful.
Well done shot.
Set.
Sits down. She's got about a 50-foot uphill putt for a 3, which is what she was trying for. That's a fine approach. That basket, that tree is close to the basket, so she'll have a fairly easy putt from there. Oh, just missed the attempt on 3. 3 is a great score on this hole. That's hole 13. Like I said, hole 13 is a bit of an enigma as far as the course is concerned. It's almost a U shape, and it's a demanding hole if you're going to get a 3. The control player will have the advantage over a distance player on this hole. Hole 14 is demanding, but there is reward if you can throw a long straight shot. The hole measures 344. Mostly downhill. The key is to get out into the grass. The basket sits on a knoll up in the second tree line to the left. Straight shots that hyzer late will give you a look at a deuce run. That is a solid shot, setting up nicely for a
Beautiful.
nice little toss up to the basket. Out in the open, setting up for a nice approach.
I'm okay with that.
Both our ladies should be happy. This hole might look big from your point of view, but when you're standing on the tee, it looks pretty narrow. This hole is a par 3. Deuces are possible, but it takes a solid drive. Jen's drive caught a little cabbage late, left her out here on the left side of the landing area with a tricky little approach. Some of the limbs that you see hanging low will be gone for U.S. Women's. All you'll have to deal with are the tree trunks. How's that for a solid approach? Solid drive left her just outside the green. She has a nice little uphill toss for a deuce possibility. Oh, just missed making contact. Great approach. As you can see, the basket sits on top of a mound up here, so when you're approaching this green, it's best to pay attention. Nice putt by Jen, making the death putt look easy. Both our ladies with solid pars.
No problem.
Hole 15 is a difficult par 4. Your drive is tight off the tee. You've got a tight gap to hit. You need to get as much distance as you can. Your second shot is straight uphill into the woods. Good drives off the tee will go flat, and then highs are late to put you in position in the alley, and then your second shots are straight uphill. Threes on this hole are a great score. Fours are par. Fives are not terrible. This hole plays tough. That is a solid drive.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a clean look up the hill. Another great drive. Should be on the left side.
Yeah.
A little bit more of a hyzer approach from over there, but still two good shots. Donna had a solid drive. She's got, I don't know, roughly 235 uphill. It's going to play a little longer than that. You can see the basket at the top of the hill. Her alley is clean. Let's see how close she can get it. Oh, just missed the tree in the front of her. That's a good shot.
Great shot.
60-foot putt for a three. Jen's drive hyzered out just a little more off the tee, giving her more of a hyzer approach. It looks like she's wanting to line up the sidearm, which is a good play. Now she's laughing at me.
Sorry. Look at
Oh,
all these hyzer
now she's changing her mind. Maybe she's going to throw a hyzer.
Let's try another hyzer.
She settled on the hyzer, and it was a good choice. She kept it wide, and she split the two trees at the top of the hill. She should have about a 30-foot putt for a three.
I didn't hit it.
Ah, just missed to the left. It's a great birdie three from Jen. Donna with the easy par. Hole 16 is the shortest hole on the course and probably the least demanding of all the holes. But for some reason this hole will just crawl up inside your cranium and leave you sweating at night. The solid shot is, you know, fairway driver, mid, putter, down the middle, let it hyzer, it'll give you a putt. There is a fence line in the back of the fairway that runs OB back there, so if you throw it too straight you can get into the OB. But this is one of the easier opportunities for deuce on the course, so we should take advantage of it. That is a great shot. I kind of feel bad. I kind of set them up for that.
You don't know how close you were to getting.
Kind of feel bad.
Oh, sneaky Pete. That almost got to the basket. So close.
Great run.
At the risk of feeling bad for my lovely wife, it was nice that you could see that hole 16 can put a 4 on you if you miss the fairway. Shortest hole on the course, and after throwing all these tough gaps and tight drives, you get to hole 16 and you're like, oh great, a birdie hole. Don't lose your focus. Good shot, great too. The ladies have been laughing at me on this hole the whole time because of my crawl up in your cranium comment. But hole 16 will do that to you.
Real nice couch.
Hole 17 is an amazing hole. Very difficult par 4. Very demanding off the tee. You really can't throw anything except straight if you want to throw to where the sun is shining on the hillside there in the distance. A drive that ends up there will give you an opportunity for a 3. Although this is a par 4, 3s on this hole almost feel like an eagle. So take that for what it's worth. This is a great hole. Keep your drive straight and you will have less problems. Great shot.
I wanted to go left.
Beautiful shot, right down the pipe. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Well done.
Gallery approved.
Hole 17 can put a big number on you in a heartbeat. It is such a critical shot to make the early gap and get out into the main body of the fairway. Shots that hit early almost eliminate the possibility of getting a 4. So your drive on hole 17 needs to have some thought put behind it. Jen's drive hyzered out just a little bit late and put her over on the left side of the fairway. And for those people who are familiar with the course know that there is a possibility of a backdoor route skirting around the edges of hole 12. So she's going to try it. If you can get out of the woods and out into the grass, it's an easy up and down. And as I said before, 4 on this hole is a great score.
My feet are correct.
Your feet are correct based on the basket position. It may look like she's a stance violation, but she's actually lined up correctly with the basket. Ah, sneaky route, but didn't quite pull it off.
I'll see y'all around the corner.
Donna's drive stayed straight and put her in great position to throw the hyzer over the hill, downhill approach.
Oh no.
Oh, she just missed the rocks. If that goes clean, she will have a putt for 3. That was taking the ants off the top of that rock, but she pulled it off. Now let's go see how Jen's faring. No offense to her. we'll give her a putt. So Jen was shooting the back door route that comes out there, and you can see if you get out here into the grass area, it's a clean look at the basket. Oh, great putt. Great putt. That is a great three. For those of you that know Donna, the next time you see her, say, great three on hole 17, Donna. Threes are an amazing score on that hole. She played that hole to perfection. Granted, she did take some amps for a ride off the top of that rock up there. They're all staggering around dizzy around the basket right now. But a 3 on 17 is an amazing score. I am on cloud 9 when I 3-17. '18 is a long par 4. You can see the drive is mostly up and over a big pasture land field. The right side is trouble. You want to keep your drive out of the right side tree line. If you get inside that tree line, it's going to cost you a stroke. Up on the hill to the left gives you a better view of the basket. However, if you end up there, you've probably not gotten the distance you want off the tee. This hole demands a flex drive, in my opinion. A left to right turning drive that comes back late and keeps you out of the tree line. A great shot.
Yeah, DG.
Right down the middle. This hole is kind of a tweener for ladies. It's a long par 4, short par 5. Another great shot right down the pipe. To get a 3 on this hole, you have to throw 2 shots that play in excess of 375 to almost 400 feet. It is a long uphill hole. It pans out in the middle of the hole to a nice bottom area, but then you throw an uphill approach into hole 18's green, which sits right behind the house at Harmon Hills. You see the basket on top of the hill. Large open fairway, but there is a gap you have to hit to approach the basket. Donna will be trying to get it to the mouth of the gap. She kept it kind of low, turned it over a little bit. She'll still have a turnover approach to get her 4. Jim also will be just trying to get to the mouth of the gap, perhaps a few feet up into it. It's a long reach from where she's at to get to the basket. She turned it over a little also, but she got it up underneath the trees, which will give her a nice approach. It'll be tough to run it in for a 3 from there, but she should be able to get her 4. Oh, that's a great shot.
Yeah,
Low underneath those trees. Give herself a putt. Nice approach. You can hear the weed eater of our course owner, Aaron Prozac, working hard, getting the course ready for U.S. Women's. A lot of work still to be done out here to get it up to U.S. Open standards. For those of you that play ball golf, you know how meticulously the courses are prepared for U.S. Opens, and I'm an old ball golfer too, and I'm going to try my best to make these places look amazing when the time comes to return.
Oh, I wanted that.
Tired golf finally catches up in the end. with a solid par. So Donna has been keeping score on her phone, and I don't know what they've shot, but I know they both played great rounds. So I'm looking forward to seeing the graphic that Josh puts up for their totals.
Well, our ladies put on quite a show for us. Final tally, I believe Jen shot a 66, which is 1 under at course par when you count hole 6 in its longer position, which is a par 5. So par is 67, Jen shot a 66, and Donna shot a 69. So they both played solid golf, and I hope that you guys were able to glean some good information. My commentary notwithstanding, I feel like I cost Donna a stroke on hole 16 by putting that out there. But hole 16 will do that. I mean, there's something about that little hole. After you've played so many tough, long par 4s and you get to this little easy hyzer shot in the woods, you tend to relax, and that's probably not the right thing to do. You need to maintain your focus on hole 16 because the deuce is there. All you have to do is throw a clean shot down the middle and it'll hyzer to the basket. We've had a ton of fun out here today, and I want to say also that this round had 0 edits. This was straight filming from the time we started till the time we finished. There were no missed putts that we decided to refilm or lousy drives that we decided to refilm. That's exactly what they shot. That is their straight score. So we felt like that would be another thing that might help players, when they are headed to Harmon Hills for US Women's this year, give them a little bit of an idea of how the course plays. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to doing the Wing Deer hand cam soon, and we'll also be doing the Pine Oaks hand cam as well. So we're also going to do some drone footage of all 3 courses. So hopefully before middle of August, early September, late August at the latest, we want to have all these videos up so that you'll have plenty of time to view them. And we're also going to do the women's classes that I'm going to Facebook Live. Those won't be able to happen until we do all these videos. And Wing Deer's getting brand new tee pads, which has kind of put us behind schedule. The construction company has started their work, so we're hoping in a couple of weeks to 3 weeks to have new tee pads at Wing Deer, and we'll be able to get out there and do some more filming. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again to Josh Baysinger and Baysinger's Disc Golf channel. Check him out on YouTube, subscribe to his channel, and help him and his buddies out. They're trying to do their best to further the disc golf sport in Tennessee and around the world. Thanks again.